Good morning, cultists! Welcome to the third day of being at the Rushlight Tournament. That's right, we love it here so much that we're just gonna spend the rest of the series here. I mean, I'm trying to, but I think we might get kicked out at some point. I suppose we do need to do something, so we will start things off by speaking to Dre, I guess, who I think is the priest of this place? Oh, a new face at the celebration. I'm pleased to meet you, Dre Yarns, High Priest of Calistria, that's right, at your disposal. Do many Pataxians worship Calistria? Who might you recommend I meet here? Cause clearly we're already done with our conversation with this dude. Lore religion checked. Calistria is the goddess of revenge. I'm sure many mention Iruveti in their prayers to her, and probably not the kindest of the kindest words. Do many Pataxians worship Calistria? Of course, she's been the patron goddess of Patax since its founding. The goddess likes our joyful town, and its citizens love her in return. If you ever visit Patax, you would surely enjoy the proud spikes of our cathedral. It's the most beautiful building in the city. Wow, must be a really terrible city then. Okay, so who else would you recommend I meet? There are many prominent people here, as usual. My first recommendation would be Maestro Anemede. Many would give their lives to exchange words with her. She's Patax's best singer and the finest of its women. Really? Okay, so about Calistria. You are well versed in matters both spiritual and political. Of course, it is not my place to say what people pray to my lady for, but you're right that many would wish revenge upon him. To be honest, our temple has only benefited from his rise to power. Iruveti isn't stingy with his donations, and the celebrations he holds are beyond all praise. The king himself, though, his exorbitant pride is irritating. Calistria dislikes those who would place themselves above the gods, and I wouldn't be surprised if she teaches him a lesson sooner or later. That I could deal with, though. There's something else that I find harder and harder to tolerate. Much like the contents of my... You see, the goddess patronizes bodily love, but only that given voluntarily. It is sometimes difficult for me to protect our young priest and priestesses from his unsolicited attentions. I fear to imagine how hard it must be for our beautiful Anemede, or what Talia Gitarin must deal with. The king is said to often mistaken the academy for his personal harem. Really? Okay, well, as if I didn't need more reasons to hate Iruveti. I heard you're not exactly happy with Iruveti's reign. The priest looks away. Oh no, I've no issue with his reign. He's a generous donor, and the celebration he hosts are beyond praise. The king himself, though... You've already said this. Okay, sure. I'll just kill you. I hate your cult. Die! Farewell. May the grace of the goddess always be with you. Great, I guess that wasn't that exciting then. Then I guess we can speak to... I've already spoken to Nunzio Arpaia. I don't think we've talking? I don't think we've talking to Atalia Gitarin, though. So, Atalia? Are you in fact part guitar? Is that why your name is Gitarin? Because, you know, it's got the same spelling as guitar, right? Obviously, that's how you spell guitar. Greetings, Your Highness. I'm Atalia Gitarin, headmaster of the Academy of Grand Arts. Welcome to the tournament. Is this your first time here? I'll be honest, I'm delighted to hear what you've done with Chumbo. Not so long ago, it was little more than a hole in the ground, but you've brought real civilization. Bravo. Lindsay has some interesting news for you. How fares the academy? I hear you're not exactly thrilled by Iruveti's power. Lindsay has some news for you. Yes, Professor Eobald found a refuge in our capital. And you know what? He's writing his memoirs of his time at the academy. I'm sure it'll be an entertaining read for everyone in Patax. No, all of Avistan. I've forgotten her. Oh, right. A book, you see. How brave of him. I hope he doesn't neglect to include the details of his dismissal. Talia's voice is ice cold and bone dry. What details? What do you mean? Iruveti kicked Professor Eobald out for just being too smart, didn't he? Shoot. I keep forgetting how to do this voice. I'm sure that's exactly how he described it. They call him the insightful for a reason after all. Anyway, forgive me, but I have no interest in discussing this topic further. If you'd like to exchange idle gossip, I'm sure you can find more willing and interesting company here. I suspect you know to whom I'm referring. What? We're not done talking yet, miss? What the fuck? How fares the academy? Oh, just splendid. If you ever find time to visit Patax, I'd gladly give you a tour. We're currently holding an exhibition of our graduates' works, though it's a pity that... No, it's fine, believe me. We have plenty worth coming to see and hear. I hear you're not exactly thrilled by Irovetti's power. Forgive me, Your Highness, but this is defamation. My students and I owe everything we have to King Irovetti. If not for him, the Academy of Grand Arts wouldn't even exist. It would be base ingratitude on my part to engage in any conspiracy against our patron. You must have me confused with enemy Bellavara. She's certainly always ready to bite the hand that feeds, or caresses. I see. So who might you recommend I meet here? There are many respectable attendees today. You already know of King Irovetti, of course. You should be sure to speak with High Priest Dre Yarns as well. He's truly a wise and honorable man. And if I may give you one piece of advice, beware of Karn Varil. He may be business partners with King Irovetti himself, but those who deal with him usually find themselves in a bad way. Since he showed up in our city, our dear captain of the guard, Irse Kalis, has so much more work that he... Atalia stopped short, covering her mouth. Forgive me, I probably said too much. What did you mean when you mentioned the circumstances surrounding Eobald the Insightful's dismissal? Forgive me, Your Highness, but I prefer not to discuss the subject. If you're truly so interested, I'm sure there are more than a few slanderers who would gladly share all the dirty details with you. Okay, you know what? I might actually go ask the other girl. It was a great honor and exquisite pleasure to meet you. Great, thank you. I think? Ah, there you are. Enemy? I believe Lindsay had a question for you. I forget what her voice was. Shoot. Oh, fuck. What was it? Damn it, I'm just gonna go with whatever. Just hope that it isn't about any of the lectures I used to give to you at the academy. Go ahead, ask away. Lindsay turns bright red, takes a deep breath, and blurts out, "Sorry, but I really need to know the truth. Why did Irovetti kick Professor Eobald out of the academy?" Oh yeah, he did move to your kingdom, didn't he? I'm curious how he portrayed his dismissal. I bet it was something like a poem in 6 verses recounting the tale of a tyrant ousting a poor but honest scientist for telling the truth. The reality is much more mundane. Irovetti didn't fire Eobald, Atalia did, and I have to give it to her. This time, unlike most times, she was completely right. That can't be. Why did Atalia expel Eobald? If Irovetti didn't banish Eobald, then why did he send those cutthroats after him? Why would Atalia hide the circumstances around Eobald's dismissal? Why did it happen? Shit. Well, Eobald is a very fine teacher, of course, but he pays too much attention to how his favorite students perform in class, and not enough to their extracurricular activities. Why worry if they steal a trinket here or there, or maybe rough someone up on occasion, so long as their poetry and music are exemplary? Predictably, this led to a sad end, which was supposed to be just another innocent joke from one of his favorites. Alondi led to someone's death. Whoa! It was an accident, certainly, but kids just underestimated their own strength. Atalia expelled a lot of them, and as always, Eobald went to stand up for them. But this time, he discovered that her patience was not boundless. She blamed him, said that he'd let his troublemakers run wild, so he could get out of the academy along with them. She told them that she won't tolerate any more bullying, even if it's coming from genius students. I understand it's odd to hear "I won't tolerate" from Atalia Gitarin, but that's what really happened. Pale, Lindsay looks at Animede with huge eyes, unable to utter a word. Damn, we should not have given them refuge. Can we banish them? Alright, so why did they send the cutthroats after him? He planned to return to the old man to a Patax to make Atalia reinstate him to the academy, or failing that, he at least wanted to keep him keep him from going to you. Eobald the Insightful is a prominent name. Of course Irovetti would want the teacher serving him rather than his neighbors. So why would Atalia hide this? She doesn't like to discuss the academy's internal affairs. Behind that neat facade, there are too many events she's looked the other way on over the years. All in good faith, of course. Alright, well, thank you for telling us the truth. I'm not sure you should be thanking me. I see poor Lindsay's not too happy with the truth. Hey, come on, girl, cheer up. Being disappointed by people is practically a professional necessity for people like us. Whatever I may have said before, you're not a bad bard. And that means, sometimes, you have to face the music. Lindsay gulps and whispers, "Thank you." I've heard King Irrevedi can be too persistent with his flirtations. Enemy purses her lips for a moment, then replies slowly, choosing her words carefully. I'd prefer not to discuss the private life of His Highness with strangers, much less my own. The details of any interaction between us remain just that, between us. Please, let's discuss another topic. Alright, I'm gonna kill you, bye. I can't believe it. Teacher lied to me all this time. I'm going to learn the truth as soon as we get back to the capital. Yeah, you and me both. Okay, so I've spoken to... Right, who else have we not spoken to? I guess we could check back in with the meth addict drone? No, meth addict gnome. Maybe, maybe we can say some new stuff to him. Maybe we can insult his career choice. Maybe tell him to stop selling death sticks and go rethink his life. Sir? Has he already gone to rethink his life? Wow, I guess so. He seems to have buggered off. Step. Unless maybe I just don't know where he is? Has anyone seen that, meth addict? Obviously this guy hasn't, but I'm just checking his shit out. Wait, is that pretty much all the money that I have? No. I can actually afford this. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm hoping, though, I can just come back to this place later on, because I don't know if I necessarily want to buy this right now. Yeah, maybe after we've checked out everything else. But, no, where's that guy? He was here a second ago, I swear. Oh, no, oh, never mind. Sorry, like I said, all the tents look the same to me. Alright, Karn. I hope you don't shank me, but I know that you're a meth addict. I've heard a few curious words. Blood brush extract, and that you're no ordinary salesman, and your wares are far more than from mundane. Quite, I say. Or was that his voice? I don't know. Gripping his sheath tightly, the gnome looks around anxiously before whispering. Too many people here. Too many eyes, ears. You want to talk business? Find me out in Patax. I'll remember you. I think I need to give him a more drug-addled voice. Something like this. Yeah. You want drugs? Yeah, I'll give you drugs. Show me your wares. Oh, right, it's this guy's stuff. Not gonna lie, some of these do interest me a lot. Oh, no, that's actually a lot more money. Ooh. Okay, turns out that they are actually charging us a lot more than what I see in the bottom right of the scroll. Gotcha. Why is that? Oh, interesting. So this one's good and this one's against, for evil. I see. Okay, well, as much as I want to, now that I realize how much I'm actually paying, I might not want to. Yeah, I guess we're good here then, aren't we? Alright, sorry, let me just quickly check the last trader again. I think he was selling weapons, right? Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily took a closer look at his stuff. What with me, you know, being all flustered that I may have chosen the wrong dialogue choice when it came to Valerie and all that jazz. I don't know. Oh, it's all just +4 stuff. Not that interesting, I guess. Okay, let me offer you some garbage, except for that, thank you, and... Oh, maybe I should have sold someone else. That's fine. Tower shield, adamantine full plates. Otherwise, nothing too crazy. No, nothing really magical, I would say. I mean, besides the usual enhancement stuff, or enchantment stuff. Okay, I think we're ready to start the, Rushlight tournament, possibly? I don't know if I should be doing more of this. I'm assuming not. Hopefully, at least. Okay, Nunzio, let's do this, buddy. Let's rumble, you and I. I guess we're good to go. Alright, I'm ready to participate in the Fisher's Triathlon. Let's begin! That's not his voice. I've forgotten everyone's voice, it turns out. Okay, storybook time. Trumpets sounded over the arena, announcing the commencement of the Fisher's Triathlon. We were to distinguish ourselves in 3 sports, if you could call them such. You'd be the judge, dear reader. The first round was fish carrying, if you can believe that. They built narrow bridges over pits of mud and placed barrels on either end, one side filled with fish and the other side empty. The goal was to get all the fish from one side to another barehanded without falling into the mud. I'm sure this is just what you imagine for a royal tournament. Throwing fish at your opponents was prohibited, but there was one unofficial but well understood rule in the tournament: don't get caught. We had to decide which of us would participate, as well as how fair we wanted to play. 42 athletics? Or we could maybe stealth and discreetly throw fish at our opponents. I think we might want to take the option to maybe throw fish at our opponents. Even if this weren't cheating, I would opt to throw fish at people any day of the time. Or any day of the year. Or whatever. Any time of the year? Any time of the day? Whatever. Something. Oh, yes, we'll use Fabrosi, obviously. And fantastic. Competing honestly among such company would be more embarrassing than losing, as Fabrosi Cortez ran across the bridges with heaps of fish in his arms. He deftly tossed a fish beneath his feet, beneath the feet of the Gralton competitor, who slipped and fell into the mud. Another fish found its way right to the dagger mark competitor's forehead, sending him down alongside the Graltoner. The judges didn't notice a thing. We won the first round. The second round was untying knots. Competitors would be tied up on poles resembling ship masts, and they had to escape the ropes. Once again, we had to make a choice. Trickery 41 to compete honestly? Stealth 30, we tried to cheat by sneaking a blade into the contest. Or, oh, I guess we made a perception check. Trickery 20, we noticed a sharpened coin glistening in the dagger mark competitor's mouth, and the Gralton participant had a blade in hand. We exposed the cheaters, leaving us with fewer rivals. Yes, please. And we will go with Canera. Fantastic. How did I do there, by the way? I have no idea, apparently. The judges escorted the cheaters out of the arena, the crowd laughing and whistling all the while. With a third of the competitors' competition gone, Canera easily outpaced the others, untangling the ropes and making her way to the judges while the others still wriggled in their bonds like flies in a spiderweb. We'd won 2 out of the 3 rounds. We seemed to have our victory in the bag, but with the rivals we were dealing with, there was no time to relax. The last round of the tournament was diving for river pearls. Huge tubs were filled with mussels and river water, and some empty jars had been placed on sets of scales. We'd have to open the mussels with our bare hands, gather the pearls, and deposit them in our team's jar. Of course, if playing fair wasn't a priority, we could try weighing down jars with other things. We tried to cheat extensively and get all of our rivals disqualified. There's no way that we can make this check, can we? No, even if I were to roll a 20, that would still only get me to 47. We tried to cheat by slipping some pebbles into our jar, or we decided to compete honestly. I think we might have the best chance with this, so can we please not fail, please? Alright, Canera, let's cheat. Fantastic! Canera bravely dove into the muddy water and started opening shells, breaking her nails in the process. Oh no! She put fistfuls of pearls into her jar as fast as she could, slipping in an occasional pebble, a pinch of sand, or dollop of mud when possible. Once our time was up, her jar was the heaviest. A victory for us. Soon we stood on the pedestal as the judges awarded our team the victory. We were wet, muddy, and smelled the fish, but we grinned with joy all the same. Fantastic! Alright, fishing triathlon done. Nice. So we have to participate in the second contest. Sure thing. Gotcha. Alright, let's do this. What's the second one again? Is that the brawl or what?
Right here, my
Just
friend.
in case it is, I'm just gonna get Tristan to heal us up. Fantastic, thank you. And now let's do this. Alright, I'm ready to participate. Oh, it's the boasting contest. Alright, we should be pretty good at this, right? I mean, our diplomacy, or sorry, our, what's it? Yeah, is it diplomacy? No, our persuasion should be pretty good, I think. I am ready to participate. Let's do this. Okay, the tournament continued with a boasting contest. The first participant, a man from Daggermark, stepped onto the podium and told a raunchy story about him sneaking into a temple of Calestria and seducing all the priestesses, including the high priestess, in a single night. The crowd was particularly amused by the suggestive glances he kept casting towards one of the guests from Timon. She simply smiled mysteriously in response. The second participant was a guest from Gralton who told a completely implausible tale about his travels across other planes, where he battled undead hordes and defeated a blood-curdling monster. He was an average storyteller at best. He'd be lucky to get a C for that story at the Academy, but the listeners were inexplicably elated. Suspicious, we took a closer look at the crowd, and of course we spotted the bard using some magic, some tricks of the trade, and likely a little magic to aid the Gralton man's performance. We didn't interfere. We pointed out the cheating to the judges. We quietly warned the bard that we would shut him up if he kept interfering. Really? Canara's got the intimidation factor? Or we can sneak up on the bard, stab him in the back, and disappear. Oh, fucking yes. And I definitely need to do something neutral or evil before I become neutral or whatever garbage. The bard collapsed to the ground, choking on his own blood. By the time the crowd noticed, we were long gone. Needless to say, the audience's impression of the Gralton participants' performance was ruined. Then it was Pitax's turn. The kingdom's honor was represented by Anime Belvara, a sweet-voiced singer whose smile could win over the most withered of hearts. Oh, Anime. But while her voice was smoother than silk, her words stung like arrows. With a soft smile, Anime told everyone how she'd spent months in her kingdom learning her secrets and instigating a riot. Of course, the honest trade of the bard and shady dealings of the spy often go hand in hand. But oh, Anime, who could have expected such an ugly blow from such a lovely lady? Did she actually do that though? She described in surprising and exceptionally critical detail how much the citizens of our young state suffered under the atrocities of the troll assaults and the magic plague. She never stooped to actual lies, but she made it sound as though our king, Baron at the time, was simply drinking and debauching while his subjects struggled. I mean, not entirely untrue. She made our crusade against Vorticai look like a cunning conquest of Varnhold, and the war with the Tiger Lords was characterized as an irresponsible venture. Talk about cruel and unfair. When Anime finished and left the stage, it was our turn to perform. What feats did our participant decide to tell in their performance? He regaled them with tales of our victories over the Stag Lords, the Trolls, Vorticai, and Armag. He told the story of the time the Baron was made an honorary goblin. In response to Anime's story, he recounted how he dealt with Tartuccio, another of Irovetti's spies. We wove an interesting but entirely fictional tale for the audience. I think maybe we should clap back. Yeah, so maybe we go the intimidation? I think we'll do this. Sure, why not? You know what? I'm gonna get Fabrosi to the persuasion. I know he's not the best at it, but still. Okay, we succeeded. Holy crap. Looking meaningfully at the enemy, Fabrosi McCortez spoke of the sad fate that befell the last of Irovetti's spies, and what may be in store for any other spies he might come across. The audience hung on his every word, sometimes laughing uncontrollably, sometimes holding their breath to avoid missing anything. Fabrosi McCortez finally brought the story to an end, and the viewers gave him a standing ovation as he left the podium. The woman from Timon, a priestess of Calistria, went last. She told stories of her love affairs in faraway countries and other planes, casually mentioning an unpleasant disease she contracted over her journeys that took her a long time to get rid of. Hearing that, the participant from Daggermark paled and grabbed at his belt, bringing roaring laughter from the rest of the audience. And finally, the judges announced the winner, Fabrosi McCortez. He walked up to the podium with thunderous applause and took another bow. Fantastic. That does not look like Fabrosi. What the fuck, Lindsay? Putting yourself in there? Unbelievable. Anime, do I need to speak to you? Do I need to threaten you further? Do I need to maybe suggest that I will kill your entire family? Because I'll do it. You know, I'm just saying. I'll do it. Because I can, and because you insulted me. And now I'm really sad. Can I see the checks that we actually made? Oh, we can. Really? Whoa, you rolled a 20 on that one? Dude! What the hell? Rolling 20 and shit on that kind of crap and rolling 0 on like, I don't know, you can't really roll 0 now, can you? But, damn, man. Pulling out all the stops when you don't need to. Unbelievable. No wonder we roll like crap other times. Good grief. Okay, Nunzio. I'm ready to participate in the drunken melee, I guess. Sure. I'm sure. Oh, he took his shirt off. Fantastic. Whoa. Looking good for Fabrosi. Damn, this guy looks like he's just... I've just come to sun myself off tonight. Wait, can I just sit back and watch them duke it out? Let's try that out. I want to see what happens if I just let them duke it out. But also, let's see what level these guys are. Oh, we have no idea. I guess maybe I'll... I mean, this guy looks janky as fuck. Let's start with him, maybe. Fabrosi, go this way, sure. And I think... Oh, wait, can I maybe acid blast him? Oh, ability usage is forbidden? Dang, nabbit. Spell casting is forbidden? Fine, then sweep the leg, and I guess we'll just do... Stunning Fist? Sure. Punch the man, please.
May I see your entrails, please?
Oh my goodness. Punch him so hard, Fabrosi. Punch him real hard. Oh, now he's all diseased and shit. Oh, he has snuffed it. Fantastic. Oh, could this be a flawless victory? Oh my god. Of course. Of course Fabrosi just fucking completely annihilated them all. Great. Did you unequip my shit? What the fuck did you just do? You just unequipped all my shit. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. Unbelievable. Oh, wrong thing. What was I wearing before? Oh no. I've actually forgotten now. Did it not? Oh no, it organized everything. What the fuck? I don't know what he was wearing before. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Talon of the Wise. Belt of Physical Perfection, the Crown. Let me just make sure that all these things are set in properly before I continue, because otherwise I'm gonna get very upset. I'm gonna get so mad. So very mad. Earth's Children? We don't need that, do we? No. Belt of Physical Perfection, and what else? What cape was I wearing? Sentinel, and Ring of Protection, Braces of Armor, Cloak of the Bear, Cloak of the Bear. Cloak of the Bear is, where? That's the Cloak of the Bear. Gotcha. And a couple of rings, so Sentinel, and I think, Ring of Protection +4. Alright, so I think that should be most of it. I know that I used to have a comma there. Didn't I have another comma? I thought I did. Where did my other comma go? I don't know where it is now. I'm so very upset. Alright. Our red panda and our magical lantern, followed by... There we go. That should be everything, I think. Sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure that I have all my ducks in a row, as it were. Okay, that's nice. Thank you. Okay, great.
Quick, lest we miss all the fun.
So, I guess we're good. Now, I don't think we need to actually have that activated, so can you just turn that off? Thanks. Your Royal Highness. Welcome to the Rushlight Tournament. Wait, we've already spoken. The tournament isn't finished? Is finished, isn't it? I'd like to know who won. Yes, His Highness is just about to make a speech announcing the winner. Look, everyone's gathering around now. And also my voice changed. What?
Lords and
12 hours?
ladies, another Rushlight Tournament has come to an end. I'd like to thank all of you who honored this event with your presence. My friends, I'm happy to see all of you, but I'd like to give a special welcome to one guest who found themselves invited here for the first time. Today, we had the Baron, no, excuse me, it's King now, isn't it? Of a majority of what was once the Stolen Lands. Thank you for coming, my darling. I can call you that, right? I thank you with all my heart.
Screw you.
I first learned of him from my friend Stefano Mosconi. To be honest, his report was less than flattering. Impassable swamps, monsters galloping about, and a complete absence of any valuable resources. Nothing more than a dirty hole ruled by another bandit lord, hardly worthy of your attention. That's what he wrote back then. I'm so happy he was wrong.
Wow, what a backhanded compliment. What an asshole. Which isn't honestly surprising. Wait, isn't Stefano dead?
Stefano himself seems to have vanished somewhere in the neighboring domain, unfortunately. Perhaps he met a hydra on his way back, or drowned in the omnipresent mud. Or maybe he just caught the Baron in a bad mood, eh? A joke, a joke. Stefano was a great fellow. It's a pity he joined the many travelers who vanish in those lands each year.
Yeah, cause all of your peasants are accounted for, right?
Truth be told, even now traveling that domain is a less than pleasurable experience. Some roads have appeared, but their safety leaves much to be desired. Take the sad story of a poor Toman Hanvaki from Gralton. He set off to those lands and hasn't been seen since. His brother Edrist went to find the poor fellow, and what happened?
We found them all? They're all dead, but they weren't in that wasn't my territory when they died there.
The Baron found the body in the blink of an eye, almost as though it was stored in his cellar. And the hunt the Baron put on, clearly imitating my tournament, it was beyond description. While guests were out hunting hydras and owl bears, the latter came from behind and ate at the banquet table, along with all the servants. Some celebration, right?
Fantastic. So the guests, show the guests the signet with Iravidi's monogram. I too have a most amusing story for you. This ring was given to me by a gnome named Tartuccio on that bloody night when Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori's mansion was attacked. I'm flattered by your borderline disturbing attention to my persona, but why don't we include you in the discussion as well? For example, I heard an amusing story from students from your academy. Iravidi, my friend, it's uncomfortable how much attention you lavish upon me. How about your kingdom? How many bodies are found in Pitax's harbor each year? Your words ooze poison. Is this how you show hospitality? If I've offended you in some way, just tell me and I'll offer my apologies. Lies, lies and slander. I demand you rescind your words or stay quiet. Let's see. I'm assuming... I wonder if I can do all of them, because I would love to be able to do all of them, but I guess I'll show off the ring first then. Sure. The guests listen to your tale with their mouths agape. Iravedi tries to interrupt you, but everyone's attention is directed at you.
A most amusing story indeed. Unfortunately, it has little to do with me. True, that rascal Tartuccio was spending my money, but he was acting entirely of his own volition.
The guests begin whispering to each other, obviously dissatisfied with Iravedi's excuses.
All I really wanted to get at was that His Highness is a personage truly as extraordinary as his lands, and I'm happy to see him at this celebration. And now it's time to announce the winner of the tournament.
Ah, damn it, I don't get to make the other speech checks? Ah, fine, whatever.
This year, all 3 contests were won by guests from one kingdom. I'm not sure what charms, tricks, or divine intervention helped him, but...
I'll tell you what helped me. Fucking A and fucking B, which is, of course, the names of my fists.
Let's hear it for the winner! Your Highness, if you please. I know you're not exactly a master of ceremonies, but please try to say something articulate to my guests.
Your Highness, dear guests, attending this tournament was a great honor and a true pleasure. I thank you all for an unforgettable day. I hope my victory didn't offend. I do apologize. It's hard to tone down all this talent. Thank you, but I'm not fond of public speaking or ceremonies. I'll remain silent if you please. I do like the bluffing option, not gonna lie. Although it's a little boastful, isn't it? Maybe I should keep my dignity and whatnot and just say that it was an honor. Although, this might rub Iravedi the wrong way, which I obviously prefer. Alright, you know what? let's bluff. I know it's kind of against our lawful evil nature, but still. Yay! The guests greet your playful speech with amiable laughter.
And now, with the competition over and the prize awarded, let's get on with the main part of the celebration. The banquet! I can hear your stomachs growling from here. Let's get to the table, and later we'll see an unforgettable fireworks show.
Fantastic. Am I still in combat? Am I fighting the fireworks? Did the fireworks manifest into an elemental or something? Are they attacking me? Oh no. Wait for what's to come. That's questionable. Alright, well, I guess we've been kicked out. Oh no! All the stuff that I didn't buy. Wait, can I buy those again? Oh, fuck me. Well, hopefully we can come across those merchants again at some point, because there's a lot of stuff that I really wanted to buy, but I didn't, well, think that I should because, you know, wasn't exactly flush with cash, even though kind of am. Alright, well, I guess now is a good time to end the episode. We'll come back tomorrow, and I guess we'll dispose of the river pirates and all that such, and maybe do some exploring around Pitax, although I don't know how far we can actually go. It seems that maybe we'll be coming back for something, or I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast!